Alright, so this is me from the future. I just watched back and edited what I think is a decent video, and during the second part, there's like a random weird fan noise, but I don't even have a fan on in my room, so I don't know where it came from. I just want to apologize in advance. This is a weird video, but there's some valuable information, I think, at least. So yeah, just be warned. But thanks for watching. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Giovanni, and this is the first video on my new Forex trading YouTube channel. I'm going to show you guys how I managed to get 100 pips with only 2 trades in just under 2 hours, trading GBP, JPY. First of all, I just want to thank you guys for clicking on the video. Again, this is my first video, so, fair warning, I have no skills with video production. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to YouTube. I watch videos, I don't create them, but maybe I'll get the hang of this soon. So, yeah. Anyways, away with the intro. That's what you want to call it. Here we have GBP JPY on the 4-hour time frame. I set up a trend tunnel. You can see the bottom trend line, top trend line. Prices are respecting it pretty well. We've been very bearish the past week, and we finally hit a support at the bottom trend line. So this, to me, is a pretty good sign. It's going to go bullish because as if I zoom in, you can clearly tell that it is supporting this bottom trend line, and it looks to be going up quite a bit. So I decided to take some trades. So I'm going to go to the 15-minute so you guys can better see what I saw. Because what I ended up seeing was another trend line inside of this trend line. So as you can tell, there's another top trend line. There's a bottom trend line as well. Let me go to my arrow so you can see a little bit better. So yeah, this is what I saw. Yeah, I was watching the setups occur like this. This is basically what I saw, and I was able to figure out, hey, this looks kind of, prices are respecting these barriers quite a bit. So I extended those for a while, and I just watched it, and it ended up actually respecting them quite a bit. So I took my first trade. This is my Twitter. I put out signals. I just document the trades that I take. It's not financial advice, but if you want to, like to follow along, tag along, and do the trades that I do with me, you're more than welcome to. But again, I lose pips sometimes too. Everybody does. It's normal. So if you do take a trade that I announce that I am taking, and it goes south, please don't be mad at me. So zooming in with the 15-minute time frame, you can see that I ended up finding another trend tunnel at the very bottom of this trend line of the big trend tunnel, if that makes sense. So basically, I drew the lines to the top to connect them, make sure that makes sense, and I did the same thing at the bottom. And my plan was to, once I saw this trend line, I saw it like around this area. That's when I ended up drawing it together and realizing, hey, this is an actual trend line. This looks like a trend tunnel. I wanted to target sells when it gets to the top, and I wanted to target buys when it got to the bottom. So as you can see, I got there kind of late. I wasn't able to get on any of these trades. I wasn't able to buy at the bottom or sell at the top. I got in kind of last second, but it's still good because I was able to get 100 pips from it. So the first trade that I did, going back to my Twitter, this is the signal that I put out. I bought at 165,640. I had my stop loss at 165.4, and I had my take profit at 165.23. So once I saw this going back down, I knew, hey, it's probably going to rise back up to this trend line. It hasn't hit it before yet. Because I was flirting with it a little bit, but it didn't hit it like it did over here. So I knew that eventually it would, especially because the moving average was starting to cross over. As you can see here, the blue line crossed the red line, which is a really good sign. So I went ahead and put a buy order right here, put it on my Twitter, and just watched it rise up. And within, I want to say within 30 minutes, it was under an hour. I want to say it hit the TP, and I was pretty proud of that. You know, I'm still technically new with this, and getting wins like this, it's a good sign. It shows that I'm going in the right direction. So once I saw it go to the top, I put on my Twitter that I hit the profit. It was 60 pips, about 60 pips, and then once that trade was done with, I knew, hey, it's probably, I'll keep an eye out if it does become bullish and go rise up and break out of this barrier, or break out of this little top trend line, but it did not. I kept watching it and it was going back down. So my gut told me to put in a short position, and I did. The next tweet that I said was to sell at 166340. So again, that's what I did. 340. So it was about at this point when I saw that. Yeah, it was at this point when I saw that. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna go back down. So I kind of panic sold there. I got kind of lucky, but at the same time, I kind of knew what was gonna happen. But I did make a mistake. I originally put that it was going to go down here for 80 pips, which is, you know, it could have happened, but it's kind of like, it's out of the ordinary. Like, it's not probably going to do that if it's already done it so many times. And plus the market was about to close. It closes at 11 a.m. my time, and it was already about to be 10. So I didn't think it'd be any crazy bullish, bearish movements, but as you can see here, I was wrong. I'm actually getting another buy right now that's already up another 40 pips, which is good. I feel like it's going to hit this top right here for 60 pips. But that's it's later down the road. We're going to talk about these trades right now. So yeah, I was able to successfully get 60 pips here, and then I targeted this sell right here because it could come back on the bottom. And I went for 80 pips. I think over here I put take profit at 165550, which is, it's understandable because, you know, it could go back down, but again, it was towards the end of the market closing, the London session. So my gut told me to just target this middle area, and it probably would go back up, and I was actually right. That's exactly what's happening right now. I'm able to, that's why I targeted a buy right here. It looks like it's going to keep going up. Wow, this video is already 6 minutes long. Basically, I put out another tweet saying that I didn't think it was going to hit that. I didn't think that it was going to hit the 550, so I tweeted again saying I'm going to go ahead and end the trade with the 40 pip win, and wherever the 40 pips was is where I ended it about right there. Which was smart because that was 100, and I was happy with that 100 pip gain. And part of me knew that it was probably going to rise back up and it wasn't going to get lower. It did end up going lower. I could have stayed for another extra 5 pips, but I'm happy with what I did. So after that, I pretty much tweeted that I was happy with the 40 pip win. I decided to keep watching it, and ended up being very back and forth. It consolidated a lot. It didn't really make any bearish or bullish movements. But now, as you can see, even though the market is closed for London session, or it's not as, it's not as active. I mean, we're becoming very, very bullish, and I put in a buy order here at 166420, which was the latest signal that I put out. And I put a stop loss for 1662 and a TP for 167 on the dot. And it looks like it's going to probably hit. I'm pretty confident that it'll hit up there because, again, we were at the very bottom of this trend line, and I feel like we're going to go nowhere but up. It could possibly hit this support resistance zone and go back down. You never know, but I'm going to just keep watching it and trade where I think it's going to go. So technically, I could end this with 40 pips and I'd be happy. But seeing as we still have 2 hours before the market closes for the weekend, I think I have a good shot at hitting this 167. I don't know. I'll come back to that. But yeah, basically, what I saw was a trend tunnel within a trend tunnel, and you could have easily targeted the lows and bought, and then when it gets up to this trend line, you can just target a sell until it gets to the bottom. And that strategy doesn't work all the time. You know, the market's random, but if you know what to look for, sometimes you'll get it right. And I'm pretty confident that, yeah, it looks like it's. I think I'm gonna end that trade there. Now we'll keep it going. But yeah, those are the trades that I took. Again, I put out signals. The trades that I take, you don't have to take them, but they're there if you are curious. Again, this is not financial advice. This is me just starting out my trading journey, I guess, and I'm just documenting everything that I take on my Twitter. Maybe I can help others that are needing help in this. I still need help myself, but you know, I learn what I can, learn from my mistakes. But yeah, sorry this video was weird. You know, again, my first video. I'll get better at this. I plan on doing these, maybe not daily, but definitely weekly. I want to document everything that I do, and yeah, hopefully you'll come along for the ride. Here's my Twitter if you want to follow it. It's at Giovanni_Hubbard. I do daily signals, at least I try to. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.